Everyone needs to know how to play a Mercy. It's like a Reinhardt. If there's a healer you should learn to play with friends, it's Mercy. Thankfully, it's fun. You don't just have to stand next to a teammate and heal them, you can fly around, you can damage boost them. You even have a cannon whoop-ass loaded into your pistol ready to unleash at any dumbass who thinks they can kill you easily, 1 versus 1. Sure, Lucio may be more maneuverable, and Zenyatta and Ana can heal from further away, but Mercy has all the basic heals. She's the default vanilla healer. As far as Lucio is concerned, he sucks for healing tanks. So many people pick him and love him for it, but when you are the tank being focused down by the other team to prevent your 5 teammates from getting killed, then it really helps when a strong healer is on you. She can fly, she has a surprisingly powerful pistol with no insane bullet drop, looking at you needle gun, and she doesn't need to use a separate weapon to give someone a damage boost. She can use the same tool as what she uses when healing someone. Mercy is what this video is about, and though she isn't as popular as what she used to be, I still think she is a great character to play with others and still has the best ultimate in the game, which can turn the game upside down and win the game for you. I've done this multiple times, it's a great feeling, but I'll get to the ultimate later. First, I want to talk about her history, because she is a pretty big part of the overall Overwatch story. She has a lot of connections. Mercy was not a founder of the original Overwatch team, but she did join it earlier on in her life, before the grey hairs. She joined the team as the field medic, the doctor of the team, and she was there at the same time as teammates such as Winston, Reinhardt, Tracer, Soldier 76, Reaper, before they had their fight and they both seemingly died. When they did have their fight though, Mercy went to the rescue. She went to go help them out, and she couldn't find Soldier 76. All she found at the Swiss headquarters, which had blown up, was Reaper. And so Mercy tried to revive Reaper. Apparently Reaper was one of her first attempted revives, like she does in game. And that's how Reaper got to be this kind of smoke monster. Reaper isn't exactly alive or dead. He's kind of the in-between form, a wraith. And it's caused a bit of a rivalry between Mercy and Reaper. Maybe she is just some kind of mad scientist, but now in game she has mastered her revive. And another person who she did find on death's door was Genji. She revived him back to health because he was badly beaten, he was basically dead. But she did it at a price. I'll leave that for the Genji video though. So Mercy has an average 200 health, but she automatically heals 25 health per second when she is out of combat. Doesn't matter what weapon you're holding at the time, this is just awesome for a healer because it keeps her alive and healing her team. Best thing is that when she is healing teammates, she is considered out of combat, so your health will regenerate at the time. But she can heal herself and others with her first item, the Caduceus staff. Caduceus? I don't know, the staff. Whatever it's called, it has 2 modes, heal and damage boost, which can hit a friendly target around 15 meters away. The heal mode is the yellow one, damage boost is the blue one, just remember it that way. When you left click, it heals for 50 health per second. This is a strong heal in Overwatch. Stronger than Zenyatta's. Mercy is definitely the best single target healer in the game. Because of this, she is best when healing the tank, who obviously needs to be in the fight at the time. She could fly around and heal everyone up and keep their health up, but your main objective is to either push or defend a point, and the best chance you have of doing that is by healing your tank, who is meant to be soaking up a lot of the damage so the squishy teammates don't have to, because they'll just die from it. When your team starts the big push or prevents it, the tank is the one receiving most of the damage usually. You can bail and heal someone else on your team, but the tanks and healers go well together. In competitive play, it's usually Mercy who is the main healer, while someone else such as Lucio is a secondary healer, healing everyone else running around a lot more. This is so there is a good overall heal to the team, and Mercy can focus on the tank, the burst heals, the most powerful heals, man. It's hard to make this video because it's not about doing damage really, it's about keeping teammates alive. The more you know about every character in the game, the better you can heal them, because you will know their abilities, their heals, their movements, when you can heal them and when you can't. If an enemy Reinhardt pushes someone, you need to be on that teammate to keep them alive. You can't afford to look away. If you see a teammate near Reaper, you should know he will be burst down quickly, because Reaper has 2 crazy shotguns. There's a ton of these little mini tricks which help you be a good healer. Too many to mention in this little video, but you kind of have to be able to read the game a bit. If you know where the enemy is and a dumb Hanzo is about to walk around the corner, then you can start healing him to prepare the heal, which may keep him alive. Mercy is one of those characters which is easy to play but really hard to master. Also, don't forget that her heal can recharge personal shields such as Symmetra's shield, which is applied to someone, so just keep healing until they're full health. When you right click with the Caduceus with the staff, it gives your teammate a damage boost of an extra 30%. It does not work for standalone abilities such as Junkrat's tires or Symmetra and Torvdron's turrets. Though I have noticed I get a lot of kill assists if Hanzo gets a kill with his ultimate. All you need to do is right click. One moment you can be healing, then suddenly switch to damage boost mode when they are at full health. It's amazing. Again, it helps to know each character. There's no point trying to damage boost a Reaper who's trying to snipe them with his shotguns, or a Reinhardt who isn't even in melee range. Damage boost someone when it makes sense. If you see a Genji in melee, then damage boost him. Damage boosting Widowmaker, Hanzo or Bastion works very well as well, because you can watch their back while being in a safe position behind a wall. Positioning is so important as Mercy, and if there's one thing I would want to teach people about Mercy, it is where to stand. You don't need to see the enemy all the time, just your teammate. When you are healing or damage boosting them, it's 15 meters, so you can stay back pretty far. You can hide behind walls, even on different floors, as long as a wall isn't between you and your target. But you also need to be aware of the threat. If you die, it is very easy for the other team to move forward without your teammates receiving your heals, so you need to stay back. Kind of need to be a coward. The pistol might be fun, but you're better off staying alive. If you are damage boosting Junkrat and he takes a bit of damage, you switch to healing, then Widowmaker may be trying to shoot him. There's no point standing next to him and risk getting sniped. Go heal someone else who needs it. That's Junkrat's risk he is taking. You could be damage boosting or healing Soldier 76, so there's no point to be in front of him. Stay at the back. But when there, you don't need to look at Soldier 76 the whole time. You don't need to get tunnel vision for that. Look around for the flankers such as Genji and Tracer and be ready to defend yourself, because they will come for you. If you do want to defend yourself, you can do that with her blaster. Mercy's pistol is amazing. I get so many kills against people who think they can get an easy kill with me. It's not hard because usually they don't expect it. Really, this thing needs to be remodeled into a rifle, not a pistol. It has 20 ammo, which takes 1 second to reload, but fires 5 rounds per second, which do 20 damage each, and can each do a headshot. You should be either healing or damage boosting your team most of the round, but sometimes there are no teammates nearby, or you are getting attacked and no one is helping you. Just pull out your pistol and show them who's boss. I've even had times where some of my teammates have been dead, and a friendly Reinhardt has knocked them down or something, and your team needs to do more damage to benefit from that ultimate, but the damage isn't there, so I just pulled out the pistol and shot them a bit. But you need to kind of realize what's best. Is it better to damage boost a teammate or using the pistol yourself? If you have trust issues, then get your pistol out. If you know your teammate is aware of the threat, then damage boost them. It's faster than switching to the pistol. If you don't know your teammates well, like you just jumped into a quick play match, then I would suggest you get the pistol out and look after yourself. It does so much damage you can easily surprise a Genji or Tracer which is on you, but don't forget that you are ultimate bait. So if you see Junkrat's tire, then you can try and shoot it, or you can try and shoot Reaper, who has just jumped in between you and your tank, and is about to ult. Once again, you gotta read the game, and the best way of doing that is by playing the game. That's match experience. Mercy is classed as an easy character to play, but for this type of match experience to be a really good Mercy player, then you need to put in the time and learn to read the game. Practice makes perfect, unfortunately. Mercy does have a movement ability called Guardian Angel, where she targets an ally or their dead body, and if you press shift, then she flies towards them for up to 30 meters. It has a cooldown of 1.5 seconds, which is pretty fast. The problem with the medic in Team Fortress 2 was that he has slow movement. He was always stuck wobbling around and he couldn't fly. He can't even glide. Mercy can if she simply holds the space button. This move is so fun. It basically makes her a bird. You can use this to get to teammates fast or to heal or damage boost them whether they are on the ground or a rooftop. Problem is that the player has to be standing on the edge of a rooftop to be able to have the ability to fly up to them. A lot of people on Quickplay don't seem to realize this, which is why this video is so important, and I hope you Mercy mains can share it around to any of your friends so you can help each other better. There's nothing more frustrating in this game than seeing someone call for heals, but they're hiding in a corner on top of a balcony or something, and I just can't see them as Mercy, so I can't fly up to them and help. You just gotta be careful when flying to a teammate. Sometimes you can get there too late and are left in that awkward situation attacking the payload by yourself against 5 of the enemy, but you can cancel Guardian Angel by tapping shift again. You gotta be fast though. The Guardian Angel move can also be used as an escape. If Genji or Winston jumps on you for example, then you should try escape them. You don't need a certain weapon to be held at the time, just press shift at any time, the further away the better. Also, your teammates don't need to be alive for you to be able to fly to them. Just fly to their glowy body spirit thing, whether you are trying to escape, heal someone, or just get to the fight faster. She also has this glide move, which there's not much point in. I mean, you can jump and hold down space to glide, or when you jump up a building you can glide a bit more just to make your drop a bit more unpredictable. I think it's mainly for healing Pharah, so you can jump up in the air with your shift ability, and then while there you can keep healing her while holding space, so you're always kind of nearby her. Now the best ultimate in the game is called Resurrect. When this ultimate is charged, you press Q, which revives any allies 15 meters away. This revive brings back everyone to full health, which is why it's a game changer. When an ally dies, whether you see it or not, an icon pops up like a small little clock. They rhyme. Once that clock reaches 0, they cannot be revived. The hard thing is when multiple teammates are dead and positioning yourself right in the right spot in between them all, and that's kind of hard, but the ultimate is such a game changer that sometimes it is best to jump in to sacrifice yourself but resurrect a bunch of your teammate at the same time. If you think you are in range, then you can even resurrect teammates from behind a wall, on a rooftop, or even under the floor. A message pops up when you are in range to revive someone. It's hard to see the difference between 1 and 4, but it's definitely handy just to make sure that you are in range of the right people you want to res. When you're defending and you die as Mercy and your team is at the final point on a payload map, then it's quite common to see your team dead from your spawn point. Get there as soon as possible and revive them through a wall. Really easy to do and a nice deadly surprise to the attackers. It's a hard move to get off though, because if you are being focused down by smart teams, then they try to kill Mercy first before killing anyone else, so competitive Mercies need to be able to survive pretty well. If you are in this situation and are about to die, you can time your ultimate just right, so right before you do die, you can resurrect your team and you are the only one to die. Great way to prevent a play of the game. And look, because you are Mercy, sometimes it is just best to hide. Yeah, hide. I know you are a healer or a medic, field medic, and you want to save your team, but healing doesn't save you the game. Reviving does. You need to stay alive as much as possible. You are a bit of a target and a huge ultimate bait, as I said, so you should expect a lot of ultimates to be aimed for you. If you use your revive and then they use an ultimate, then there is not much you can do to save your team. You need that ultimate to counteract a lot of things. You need to be prepared for that. Because of her playstyle and her positioning, Mercy is not really great with Genji. You can't heal him because he is a flanker and they are usually so damn oblivious to their teammates. Healing a Winston, Reinhardt or Tracer is a little bit easier than healing a typical Genji because they are all just so very aggressive and fast. If Reinhardt charges in or Winston jumps in, that doesn't mean you should be as well. It would help them, sure, but you dying with your tank all the time will not help your team. If a teammate is going to be aggressive, then you kind of need to make the decision to follow them or stay back. You got to read the game again, sorry. Those which Mercy struggles against, I've probably already mentioned it. Genji and Tracer find it easy to flank. You can try to surprise them with your own pistol, but against a good Genji or Tracer, you would already be dead in the next second. You really need a team to protect you and be aware of it. Sometimes you can die and not even be able to get back to the flank because Genji or Tracer just won't let you, and your teammates are just so ignorant about the flanks. Flankers win games. I've always said this about Overwatch, maybe since the second week of playing Overwatch. So as Mercy on a pub match, I would suggest you don't trust your teammates. Be ready to get your pistol out and fight for your life, and use your Guardian Angel ability to fly to somewhere else if you can. If your attacker hangs around after you fly off somewhere, then that usually gets your teammates' attention. I also find it quite hard against a good Junkrat as Mercy. Good Junkrats are at a sniper range, and by the time their grenade bounces 3 times and explodes, you are standing right on it, so you need to keep an eye out for those glowing orange balls, so be extra careful around choke points. It doesn't really take much to kill you. Widowmaker is also good against Mercy, apparently. I have barely seen any good snipers when I have played as Mercy, but I've always been kind of scared of them as Mercy. When I made the Widowmaker video, I found it pretty easy to kill the Mercies, so I just have to go off of that, you know. If they have an enemy sniper, you should not be hanging around and expecting not to get shot. Mercy is good with Xayah because she can shield Mercy when she is under attack. Xayah doesn't have a way to heal herself as well, so it works both ways. Problem is she doesn't have some good crowd control. Someone who does have some crowd control and is a good flanker or a flanker killer, is McCree. He can stun people on the spot and kill them, or at least give Mercy a bit of time to make a better escape. And I already mentioned her synergy with a Bastion. Just wish the Bastions would stop healing themselves when I'm on them, healing or damage boosting them. And finally, Soldier 76. He provides that reliable damage over time to the enemy and does not need to be a flanker. He is usually at a good safe range to be able to damage boost and remain safe while doing it. So hope you liked the video and are really keen to play Mercy. She has a ton of great moves which are fun and likes to turn the game upside down. Every game could do with a healer or a Mercy. So I hope you'll pick Mercy and play it more often, because I want to see it more often. Mercy's great fun to play with. So I hope you've had fun. Rate the video, subscribe and all that stuff if you want. And I'll see you next time.